Welcome to AMS Talks. I'm your special guest host, Nadia Aboud, and today I have the pleasure of sitting down with Rick Bacon, CEO of AMS. Rick, thanks for joining me today.
My pleasure.
And we're going to have our kickoff yearly Outlook talk. I love this. We get to sit down and see what's in store for the year ahead and where AMS came to at the end of 2025. So let's start with the big news. AMS is under new management, and a significant amount of investment has been put into the company. What does that mean for clients, the vote of confidence in the company, the global outlook for AMS?
A lot.
It's huge.
No, it is. And as anyone in this industry knows, fundraising is, it takes time and patience and a lot of hard work. I think the critical message, apart from the impact on customers and the rollout of our technology, is that we spent a lot of money, our investors have, in developing new technologies, and 40 patents later.
Oh, wow.
And they're all very robust. And we're now at the inflection point of taking those products to market. And so this funding isn't for R&D or any of that stuff. It's basically to fund the demonstrations, the marketing, sales efforts that are required in order to get those products into the market.
I mean, last year was considerable, like a year of considerable growth on every aspect for AMS. I'm sure you have a list of what happened. And instead of going over the list, can you just share a few moments that really stand out with you?
Yeah, I think there was a sort of a realization that we have built a very strong instrumentation business, and made it commercially viable within 7 years, which is very, very short period of time for this industry. Average is 10 to 12. But then that wasn't enough, and we launched into what has turned out to be a chemicals business. The in situ generation of some very, very powerful reagents that no one else has managed to do. Research done on the chemistry of them, but not how you make them.
Yeah, the commercialize it, yes.
Yeah, and just doing that and securing our first sale, that was a major transition for us. Some companies are instrumentation companies, some companies are chemical companies or whatever. We managed to do both.
What was that like, that first sale? I mean, what did that mean for the organization? How did you even get that over the line?
Well,
other than a lot of hard work.
You beat me to it. The very different technologies, very different client base. When you launch a new product in an industry, it's a very conservative industry.
Yeah, it has to be.
And for all good reasons. But convincing a regulator, convincing an end-use client, working with engineers who've never worked with this stuff before, it's challenging. And to be honest, we didn't know quite several of the questions that we needed to know the answers to when we set out. So it was a learning process. But a great team, hard work, as you say. And the great thing is we've come out on the other side with references now that no one can get in the way of, and proven.
Yes.
And that is so important. It's trust and proof, time and time again. And I think we've stood behind the trust and proof we built with the instrumentation business, and we're now leveraging that.
In the treatment side. So that first sale was for a hexavalent chromium removal system. But my understanding with this technology is the in situ reagent generation. It can do a wide breadth, whether it's via stannous or ferrate. So where are you looking to take that technology in 2026?
So you're right. This has multiple applications. In fact, we didn't invent the applications. Lots of scientists, researchers have identified these chemistries as being unique approaches to treating some what I call high impact contaminants.
Yeah.
High impact meaning they're very, very costly to get rid of at the moment, or can't be gotten rid of, or if they escape, they're going to do damage to
people or the environment.
Yeah, or industrial infrastructure, industrial processes, right? So something has to be done, so our challenge has been with these multiple applications is focusing on
Yes.
and getting traction. So we've got desalination, work with semiconductors, corrosion control, and phosphate removers, probably the top front runners today, because these places and processes suffer from these high impact contaminants.
The last one you said was phosphate removal, right? So
Yeah.
that's wastewater for municipal and industrial. So
Exactly.
it's even, there's what I'm sensing to be is a big push into the industrial market as well with this technology.
Yes, and that's where the money is first, and we're dealing with global businesses,
Yeah.
semiconductors, desalination. I was on a call this morning with Saudi Arabia. We're meeting with a major energy group tomorrow for corrosion control. So you sell one, you sell multiple, and we've got a really good proposition. So we've secured ourselves, I think, a very, very good beachhead, as I call it, and we've now just got to grow out from it.
Speaking of growing out from it, there was other growth that happened in 2025. New programs were released, new partnerships were established or expanded. One that stands out to me, because we spoke about it before, was this AMS Access program, which was
Right.
a way of kind of getting a different funding model so that people could get the online data, which you often liken to, it's mission critical.
Right.
So talk a little bit about those aha moments.
So what I realized is that, for 15 years we've been providing utilities industries across the globe with real-time water quality data, and what are they buying? Well, they're buying a box, but actually, what are they buying? They're buying data.
Yeah.
And I liken it to when I signed up for Xfinity, they sold me a router, and then I pay for a modest amount, and then I pay every month a small fortune for streaming services. And that's essentially what we're doing. We're providing accurate, robust data, very reliable. It's up 99% of the time, like my AT&T Xfinity router, delivering data that is mission critical. So they need it to control their industrial processes or water treatment processes, to be sure that they're meeting their goals, whether it's regulatory or process or whatever.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about BioBox. That was a project that we spoke a little bit about last year.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, there's been a significant shift. So
we were back a year ago, I guess, to doing the ever-present demonstration.
Yes.
Which was hugely successful. It led to Maricopa County, which is a large chunk of Arizona. It covers a large chunk of Arizona, giving it approval to proceed to project. And we're now working with BioBox, who are our Spanish partners, who have this amazing technology for removing nitrate safely and without producing toxic byproducts from water supplies. We're now in the process of working on a design of a treatment system. They've identified a well. We're costing it, and I don't know whether it'll be 2026 or 27. I don't yet know, because it's all about funding. But the fact is, we are well grounded now, and there's a huge pipeline of opportunities.
And those pipelines are not just coming from direct sales. My understanding is there's been an expansion in your representative network across the United States as well.
Yeah, so in the early days, when you have a new product that no one knows, you have to sell it directly, and it requires blood, sweat, and tears, unfortunately. But it's the way of the world. But there comes a point when representative organisations, they want it.
Yeah.
They don't want to sell it at the beginning because it takes too long, it's too difficult and unproven. So at the back end of last year, we signed up a network of representative agents, pretty much covering the whole of the USA. And we're in the process now of doing the sales training and
like onboarding them,
all of that stuff. And their pipeline of opportunity is huge. And they're taking, they have 20, 50, whatever salespeople. They've got many more feet in the street than we could ever have.
And the ability to kind of go into these vertical markets, similar to what you mentioned, whether it's semiconductor, power, facilities, et cetera.
And so they've got the feet on the street, and they know their stuff. They know where the bodies are buried, and they're great people to work with.
Now, what would you say people should be on the lookout for 2026?
Um,
What's ahead?
Well, we've started to sell the treatment systems. I think that in very short order, given that we're focusing on these high impact contaminants, we're going to see some very interesting news out of leading semiconductor players. We're going to get to see desalination almost certainly, and corrosion control as biggies.
Yeah.
And one thing we've done really focused on is lifetime cost. So lifetime cost meaning the cost of owning this treatment system over time. And we know that we're substantially cheaper and more effective. We don't produce toxic byproducts in our treatment process. And this is about increasing awareness of that and converting that significant pipeline of opportunities that we've been building into actual revenues. And I think that's hugely exciting.
It should be. You're well positioned,
yeah.
Especially with all the achievements of this past year. So I'm excited. I hope all of you out there are excited as well. Rick, I want to thank you for taking the time to sit down. I love this time of the year where we just say, okay, what's going to come forward? And then we could check in again in 2027 and
check up on me.
Yeah, check up on you.
Like my new shareholder.
So thanks again for your time, Rick.
You're very welcome.